Hey guys, as you may or may not know at this point, I am Eli the Computer Guy, and I've been doing a diatribe over the last couple of days about the idiocy of the business practices of YouTube in regards to being a YouTube content creator. So basically I had a community strike against me. Community strike, not copyright strike. Basically community strike means you violate like the spirit of YouTube. Whatever the hell that spirit is. I appealed that strike. That strike was the appeal itself was rejected, and basically at that point, as soon as the appeal was rejected, what that meant was I could no longer upload long form videos, 15-minute videos or videos over 15 minutes long for 6 months. I lost my right to appeal. I lost my right to do live videos and a whole bunch of other things. Basically for a very, very stupid, crappy old video. So I've been complaining about this for a couple of videos now. I did a video on leaving YouTube, and I did a video yesterday on the strike being removed, and I just figured I would give you guys a little bit of an update because basically this is a big question. You know, as YouTube content creators, the question is when are you safe? When are you protected? And what can happen to you? There's this feeling in most businesses that once you get to a certain level, that you're more protected. Right, so you know I have like 625,000 subscribers, 630,000 subscribers now. You guys watch about 400,000 minutes of my videos every day, and so I kind of figured at this point in life that that I'd be rather protected from the stupidity of YouTube's censors and algorithms, because this is an issue that these modern media companies have to deal with in the real world. Is the fact is that there are a lot of spammers out there, there are a lot of scammers, there are a lot of people out there that are doing stupid things in order to get by on the system. But the question is when do you stop treating everybody with suspicion and stop treating everybody with draconian rules, and when do you actually start treating them as the partners they are? So if you have less than 10,000 subscribers and then you start putting up some stupid videos, I understand why they're a little harsh there, because you know they don't want their site to be loaded with spam, though it does seem like it already is. But you know, there's the idea once you get to a certain level. Obviously, that is not the case. So I got flagged, content strike. My strike was rejected. Then I did the video talking about leaving YouTube because being on this for 6+ years and all the work that I've done for this platform. Basically, I'm a business guy. I want to build. I want to build. I don't want to have to keep duct taping things together forever. So I talked about leaving YouTube. And then randomly at 2 a.m. in the morning after I did the video on leaving YouTube, all of a sudden my account was back to normal. So the community strike was gone. The video that had gotten me into trouble was back up, and it all vanished. And the weirdest thing about that was that YouTube did not even contact me. They did not contact me to say they made a mistake. They did not contact me to say the algorithm didn't make a mistake, but they realized that it wasn't working how it should, so they changed the algorithm. They didn't say, you're such a fucking asshole, we're just gonna let this one pass. They didn't say anything, right? And so there's been a lot of question as to who fixed the problem. So with that, with a leaving YouTube video that I did, it's gotten 230,000 views, and a lot of people have chipped in to help try to get my strike released. But with that, you have a lot of people saying that they were the ones responsible, and the question is who is responsible? So basically, the person that is responsible, I don't know if I should use their name here, but most likely, again, for me, as I always say, distrust and verify, and then still be suspicious. So, but the person, the email that I've received about all this that makes the most sense, for what happened, is from whatever the hell this person is. They're an agency that works with YouTube people for integrations and sponsorships. And I tell you what, if this person actually got this done, I may be working with them soon. So you may know about them soon, because it seems like they can actually get something done. But anyways, I got an email back from this person saying, I'm glad to hear everything is in working order again. We received an email early this morning from our partner manager saying they received our request regarding your channel and reversed their decision as it was a false flag on the video that brought it down. They're looking into who flagged down down the video and will take appropriate action against them. Nevertheless, I agree that they should have a better line of communication with the content creators that make them money, so I'll pass your message along. So basically, again, this person seems like the most reputable out of all this stuff going on. So I think this is the person that actually most likely did something for me. So that's a good thing. And so basically, at the end of the day, then what I'm being told is that it's a false flag. So, yeah. So basically, a false flag can entirely screw you up. And what's weird with this, with YouTube, is, see, the reason why this is so obnoxious from a creator standpoint is the initial flagging process is supposed to be done through an algorithmic basis. Right? So basically, you click on a report button for a video. It says this violates community guidelines. And then the algorithm goes through and it scans everything. And then when it gets enough of these reports, then it flags the video when you run into an issue. That part, again, I'm not being a hard ass here with YouTube. I understand YouTube's got a huge ass infrastructure to run. So that makes sense. But the issue is when you appeal, what they tell you is supposed to happen is that a real live person is then going to watch your video to make sure it doesn't violate, make sure it actually is in violation if you do the appeal. So the problem that I have here is not the original flag. And again, the original flag was annoying. The original flag was obnoxious. Again, I've gotten flags in the past and they always go away. And I figured this one would just go away. I didn't figure it'd be an issue. But the fact that it would not only get flagged by the algorithm, but then somebody at YouTube would uphold it, that is a scary part. And then the next part with a scary thing is, like I say, YouTube didn't communicate with me. So YouTube sent me a spam, basically a mass email blast to tell me I had the infringement. It sent me a mass thing to say the appeal was rejected. When they cleared everything out, when they cleared the false flag out, I didn't even get an email. So the other concerning part is, so apparently people like this, right? People like this actually have the ability to talk to YouTube. Which again is what I don't understand. Why don't we content creators have the ability to talk to anybody there? Again, why don't I have a phone number? So that's basically it in a nutshell. I mean, this is why, again, I've talked about MCNs in the past, multi-channel networks in the past, and I'm not a huge fan of multi-channel networks. I'm really not. Basically, I've talked with a lot of people about multi-channel networks and all that kind of thing in the past, and basically what it seems like is yet another person shoving their hand in your pocket to take a percentage. I've talked with, a lot of content creators. It doesn't seem like a lot of these MCNs really do very much of anything. The one thing that the MCNs do seem to have, though, is they do seem to have a way to actually, in fact, communicate with YouTube. And so that is, when you guys are thinking about building your channel and when you think you're moving ahead, it is something to think about. The one thing that they have that apparently people like me who are not in MCNs don't have is a way to communicate with YouTube and try to deal with these issues. So, I've talked with another prominent YouTuber who actually left their MCN, heard about how well I was doing, and was like, well, balls to giving away my percentage, and so they left the MCN, and they're actually going back. They're actually re-signing up with an MCN after seeing what I've gone through. So I think that's the only thing, like I say, with MCNs or whatever the hell these agencies or whatever, the real value with them is that they have some kind of phone number to call. Because I think that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. This person who has no contractual relationship with me, I don't know. They could literally knock on my door, and the first thing I would say is, you have the wrong address, right? I literally have no idea who this person is. And yet this person seems to be able to communicate with YouTube about my fucking channel. And I can't. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is it that somebody like this can have a conversation with YouTube about my channel when I don't even get an email what's going on? So I don't know. Take it or leave it. Again, I'm over on SoundCloud. doing new podcasts every day on SoundCloud. So that's it. Yeah, false flags can take you down, and if you're worried about it, take a look at MCNs. Now, a lot of people, just so you guys know, you see the SoundCloud in the background, and a lot of people have been asking me, but Eli, how are you going to make money off of SoundCloud? But you have all of this following on YouTube. What will happen? And with moving over to SoundCloud for my good work, the thing is, you do have to realize is that sponsors pay a lot of money. Sponsors are willing to pay, again, because I've dealt with a lot of sponsors in the past, again, before YouTube screwed around with new monetization policies. And sponsors pay a lot of money. And the other thing, too, is to realize, like, if you're going to be being a content creator, remember the demographic you go after is more important than the number of views you get. Right, so the people that I talk to are the IT professionals. Now, I know a lot of people out there, they've been giving me a lot of crap lately because they're like, all Eli's been doing is like whining for the past year. All Eli's been talking about, therapy as a technology professional and boundaries as a technology professional and, mommy and daddy issues as a technology professional. Look at all this crap, right? And as I say, when that's the criticism you give, it really only shows you what level of technology you're at. Because the reality is once you've been in this field for a decade, those are the issues that you worry about. Again, once you've gotten your MCSE and once you've gotten your CCNA and once you're going up the track, the issues that you're dealing with are again, I talk doing Silicon Discourse, doing these Skype meetings. Again, I talk to up to 20 individual IT people from all over the world every week, and I'm telling you, most of the issues are mommy and daddy issues. I swear to you, like if we could solve mommy and daddy issues, that is the gazillion dollar. That's a gazillion dollar solution. And so what you have to realize is when you're talking to that level of people, those are the people that buy computers by the dozen, by the hundreds. They're the ones, I was doing a virtual booth crawl at Interop a couple of years ago. And I did this video, and it was showing these $8,000 Trip Light air conditioners. So they're these special air conditioners for server rooms. That's all you use it for. You don't use it for a room like this. You don't use it for your house. It's very specialized for a server room. And they're $8,000 a pop. And again, I got a comment on that particular video. And again, that video didn't get many views. Got like 500 views. But one of the comments was, holy crap, that's exactly what I need. I'm going to buy like 2 or 3 tomorrow. And those are the people that I talk to. So one thing you have to think about, like, with me going over SoundCloud, and so, okay, actually I do have to say, in less than 48 hours, I've got 1,300 followers over there. But I've got 1,300 followers over there. The first podcast that I did got 2,500 listens. The second one, so far, in less than 24 hours, has got like 1,100 listens. And the thing is, for me, like when I go out to sponsors, is basically I can present that the quality of the people that I'm talking to is high enough that it deserves very high ad revenue, right? When people are looking at buying again computers by the dozen or an $8,000 air conditioner, they want two. That's a different league. Right, again, and nothing against Linus, and nothing against MDK, and nothing against a lot of the other tech YouTubers out there, but it's an entirely different world. It's an entirely different scheme of things. I don't need to talk to millions of people. I just need to talk to the right ones. Because think about that. Like in your IT department, you have one boss, and then you have everybody below. So if you look at Linus, if you look at MDK, if you look at Soldier Knows Best, they're focusing on all those people below, all those numbers, right? Well, with me, what I want to focus on the top of that pyramid. Because here's the thing, the person on the top of the pyramid, they're the ones that make the decision for all purchases below. Right? You can have whatever opinions you want down here. That doesn't mean the company's actually going to buy that. This one person up here, that's the one that the money comes from. So as far as, like I say, going over to SoundCloud, I think it'll be good because, like I say, I can target the right people. And the other thing too, like I say, for any content creators, just something to think about is podcasting seems like something for older people. like when you do demographics, like the whole podcast thing. Again, podcast was cool when I was young. And so that's the other thing, like with demographics, is when you're on YouTube, you get everybody. You get everybody from 13-year-olds all the way up to, 70-year-olds, literally. The one thing I think with podcasting, which may be good, is that a lot of the managers, a lot of the business people, they like things that they're able to download and listen to on the drive to work, and the drive home. They like stuff to listen to in the server room when they don't necessarily have a Wi-Fi connection. So I think demographically, SoundCloud may work better for me, too. Because again, I don't know. So those are some things to think about. As far as it goes, yep, I got a false flag, and the false flag was dealt with by a company I don't even know. And if that is not up, I don't know what is.